Welcome back to Prophecy Unfolding, where prophecy is truly unfolding. Man, it's hard to believe we are in November. We're coming to a silly season. This year has really gone past quickly. And within that time, so many things around the world have shifted and changed. And we're seeing all of the things that Jesus spoke about that would happen really happening with intensity. And sometimes it's hard to keep up with all of these things, whether it be natural disasters and the wars and rumours of wars and what's happening at the moment in parts of Africa. It just seems so hard to keep up with all these things. But there's one thing in particular I wanted to speak about because I've been messaged on it a few times. You know, anyone who studied prophecy know kind of the basic details, the whole point of the whole thing of the tribulation period, which is essentially one of the key points of prophecy. God is going to do some things in that time period. And we all know about Revelation 13, Mark of the Beast, etc. But what we're seeing at the moment, it really ties in with prophecy, and I wanted to show you that. That, you know, prophecy tells us that men's heart will fail them for fear of what's coming on the earth, and things are radically changing. You don't or can't or find it hard to see what's real and what's not, especially when online or if you're watching things on social media. And today we're going to uncover and really why we should be praying in this time period. Watch them full, get the full context as well. But smash the like button so that someone asking these questions may come across this and have that question answered. The big thing I'll leave with you, what part of this video that comes up is real?
How can you distinguish the truth from a lie?
They used to say seeing is believing. But you can't trust your eyes.
Angela Carter here, live from the Cedar Grove flood disaster. Just kidding, I'm not real. This is Dana Brooks reporting live from Ocean View Beach. Just kidding, I'm not real.
What you are seeing is not real.
I mean, what's going on? What if this artificial intelligence is leading us towards a very dark place?
The world is about to be plunged into a time of deception unlike anything that has ever been seen before, and I don't think people realize it.
Now with an unprecedented global event, reports flood millions simply gone.
Empty vehicles, abandoned homes across every continent.
People are disappearing. I saw a guy vanish right in front of me. He just gone. No warning, no light, just gone.
Leader's plan, it's ambitious, but finally everyone's talking real peace.
It's exactly what's needed.
This universal ID, but you need it for everything now. To purchase, to sell goods, it's just the only way.
The sun feels different. And those strange lights at night, it's unsettling how things just keep changing. It's a lot.
If you ask me, this is the end. These are like the last days and something big is coming.
Humanity has just driven off the edge of a cliff, and we are now plummeting at a very high rate of speed towards certain destruction.
I am not real.
Now I can safely say that video that you just watched there for the few minutes, nothing on that was original or real. It's all AI based, it's all generated by AI. Now the reason I wanted to show you this and give a bit of a fuller view, I truly believe that this is something that's going to be tied into Revelation 13. You know, we know that in Revelation 13 it talks about, you know, the mark of the beast. And then also they had to kind of build a statue. You know, we know that it's going to be given life to speak. John, when he's describing this, couldn't see what we see today, couldn't describe the technology we see, has to use his everyday language. But now, whether it be holograms, even the fact that we can talk to people on one side of the world to the other through a screen. All of this advancement is all going to be used in that last period of time. We know that the Antichrist is going to have his time of ruling, and he's going to use these systems in place in order to dictate and suppress and oppress. And essentially, we know the mark of the beast and what that's going to do as well. But in terms of what we're seeing at the moment, we cannot even identify what's real and what's not anymore online. And especially the older generation, they really won't be able to decipher what's real and what's not. And this is really why I feel strongly that we need discernment as we kind of come in to the next year, because even in the role I'm in work, in the job I'm in, we can kind of see the technology that's coming, and it's only increasing. It's only getting better in terms of how good the AI is going to be. You're hardly going to be able to recognise what's real and what's not. If someone said something or did something, the AI can make it look like they did it or said it. It's crazy what they're going to do. And truly I believe this is the technology that's going to be used in that period of time. And this is why I can say with confidence, when we read Revelation 13 and how this was all going to come about with the Antichrist, how is he going to control a lot of places in terms of buying or selling, we are the only generation that can actually work in. We're the only generation since the time that was written that has the technology to be able to do that. You know, more and more things are becoming more cashless. Even for myself, it's an absolute rarity that I would use cash. Now, I still want to keep cash there and have it as an option. But we can see the whole thing in the UK with the digital ID. We can see how all of this is going to start kind of moving forward, and then you're going to have your centralised currency in terms of in the bank, digital ID. Everything will be able to be monitored. Now remember, the algorithm is that good now. It can know the things that you're into and send the things that you're into. It's an easy window into your soul. And this is why you need to be careful with the likes of the social medias and all these other things. We need to kind of, I'm not saying not to use them or not to be in them, but even for myself, I need to be putting that down. I'm kind of, at the moment, concentrating more on the physical side and getting the medication I need to get in terms of the vitamins, to get a little bit better in the gym. This type of things I'm trying to subsidise now, because a lot of the negative that's out there can really not separate you from God, but give you an almost like a hopeless feeling that no one can be saved when we see how dark it gets. But remember, even though there's darkness happening everywhere, even though we're seeing chaos happening in the world, the gospel of Jesus Christ is as powerful today as it was when he walked the earth. That people can still be set free, that chains can still be broken off, that people can become a new creation in Christ today, just like they did when he was physically here 2,000 years ago. Don't let the schemes of the enemy and plans of the enemy and things that are going on in the world pull you down or pull you into a place of being low or sad. You know, hold the head up high. Look up for a redemption. Draw is very, very close. Regardless of the side of the fence you sit on with the Rapture and that whole debate, we can all come together and know that times are changing. Things have shifted. Things are moving very, very close to the precipice of eventually the physical return of Christ to have his rule and reign. But while there's still time, hands to the plough, and let's see people get saved in Christ. Remember, even though there's chaos happening in the world, God's always in control, and keep the faith.